And at 10, Funtime Chica. Now before you go off on me for talking about Funtime Chica, before FNAF 6 there was no Funtime Chica, so any form of this character was actually fan-made. Like this fan-made teaser from Hero Golem on DeviantArt. The lack of beak already makes this version unsettling, but add in the Funtime's ability to move their faces at will, and you have some genuine nightmare fuel, and probably the least scary animatronic. And by that I mean scary in like a typical sense. Not to mention the different nightmare Funtime Chicas that I saw looking up Funtime Chica fan-made. It was a lot, and this is really something that I need to be careful of, because when I searched Funtime Chica fan art instead, I got an entirely different art genre than I was looking for. Like, come on Google, save that for my phone late at night when nobody's watching. And at 9, Nightmare Toy Chica. Nightmare Toy Chica is honestly what you'd expect from a nightmare version of your favorite chicken robot. All the glory of Toy Chica with the horror of a nightmare, the countless sharp teeth, stomach, mouth, torn body, even though they're toy and plastic, so it doesn't really make sense, exposed endoskeleton, the works. And those without a beak are even worse than you'd expect. You'd expect that without the beak there would be less teeth, but no, in fact they have the same amount. And they're ready to bite your head off. If anyone was going to have caused the bite of 87, it would be Nightmare Toy Chica, and not just because of Toy Chica's Ultimate Custom Night Deathline. Although that is a whole other can of worms for another day. And at 8, Twisted Toy Chica. Twisted Toy Chica is basically, if I had to describe it, which I do given that I chose this list and then put this on the list, would be Nightmare Toy Chica cranked up to an 11 and then squared. These things are horrific and they're all different in some way. One has boils all over with the classic nightmare aesthetic. One is covered in what looks like egg sacs. One has additional Toy Chicas and cupcakes coming out of their arms and back. And one is a combination of Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Freddy, and is one of the most unholy abominations that I've seen. This looks like it belongs in a Dormitibus game or alongside the creation and joy of creation. While the variety is incredible and the fact that each one is different is rare to say the least, they all end up being scary, but others are even scarier. Like in at number 7, Monster Chica. The Monster Chica animatronic, like Monster Freddy from the alternate fan versions of Freddy list, is a simple edit of the Monster Rat animatronic from the Five Nights at Candy series, which technically, if you consider the Fazbear Fanverse initiative, is still actually kind of canon, but it's still fan-made and therefore belongs on this list. The edit mostly consists of making the character yellow, adding a cupcake, and then changing the snout to a beak, but this is still terrifying to say the least. And not to mention the bolts coming out of its body looking like spikes. It's horrifying. If the FNAF animatronics are my sleep paralysis demons, this one is taking the shift tonight. Like, it's freaking horrific. And there are some that look like Havoc Monster Chica, like Havoc Chica from Dormitibus combined with a monster version. And don't worry, you'll see Havoc very soon. But like, how is this a thing? Why is this my life? I give myself nightmares for a living. Thank God for Canada's free healthcare, otherwise my multiple heart attacks from seeing these things would cost me literally my heart otherwise. Like, I would have to sell my organs. And I'm not Shrimply Pibbles, I can't just have a dong be my heart. That was for you Rick and Morty fans out there. Season 5! And at 6, NSFW Chica. Yes, now it's nighttime on my phone when nobody's watching. And while we're just showing tame or normal Chica for this number, the amount of not safe for work chickens I've seen would even make Colonel Sanders shake with fear. It's scary to me how accurate Rule 34 is, if I'm being 100% honest. No matter what, if it is on the internet, there is some form of NSFW version for you to find. And that's pretty nasty, especially given that these are animatronic animals with the souls of dead kids possessing them. I think that I'm gonna side with PETA this one time and this one time only. If they made an adult video site that was Chica themed and filled it with animal cruelty videos instead, at that point I would understand, because it's basically the same thing as far as I'm concerned. And I'm not kidding, that's actually a thing they did. I mean, like, it wasn't Chica themed, but I'm sure you get the idea. The Chica not safe for work art is scary enough. Okay, look, if you're wondering why it's on this list, then you know why it's on the list. Halfway through into number 5, Scrap Toy Chica. As a proud member of the Toy Chica Bucket Club, seeing my girl scrapped really breaks my heart. The various versions of Scrap Toy Chica always put me on edge just because of the amount of exposed endoskeleton. These are damn creepy. No matter what, whether it be slightly destroyed, very destroyed, or hell, even the withered scrap Chica, it doesn't make me happy to look at it. I mean, this video was already going to make my history questionable to say the least, but this just makes me sad. There isn't really much else to say. Like, it's scrap toy Chica, it's what you'd expect. Picture the glam rock Chica teaser image with her destroyed, but it's toy Chica, and then boom, you got scrap toy Chica. And for human withered Chica, there are no words for how this makes me feel. Look, I know I joke about Chica all the time and wanting to be with her, etc. Like, I even did the entire top 10 tastiest FNAF animatronics list specifically so I could make a joke that Toy Chica was the tastiest animatronic. If you haven't seen that video though, I highly suggest you watch it. I love that video, it's so funny. Nevertheless, this is wrong. Chica as a human is already a scary concept. Add to that the withered version with veins coming out of the arms instead of wires and a blood-stained dress. Emil Ines, however you say your name, I applaud you for your skill, but condemn you to the depths of hell for creating this and causing me to be so confused about what I should be feeling because of it. Like, what else could I say about this thing without probably getting myself in trouble with either one side of the internet or the other? Like, there's no winning here. I don't know. Why? Getting close to the end in number 3, FNAF Plus Chica. FNAF Plus is a fan recreation of the first FNAF game funded by Scott with the Fazbear Fanverse initiative, and will presumably be this timeline's version of the Fazbear franchise, since games like Five Nights at Candy's revolve around FNAF's history, and the joy of creation revolves around the game's history. FNAF Plus is meant to be a more intense and scary version of the first game, since a lot of fans complained about how the first one isn't scary anymore. But this version of Chica is messed up and all kinds of wrong. First of all, this version looks more like a little girl, which is going to cause a lot more messed up fan art, but also makes more sense given that she's possessed by the spirit of Susie who died while still as a kid. But the head proportions, and the fact that it comes out like it has baby cheeks messes me up. Along with the fact that the puppet has a tuxedo and uses the candle as a top hat. What the hell? I find that even creepier if I'm being honest. I'm voice cracking, that's how bad this is. If you haven't watched these tapes, I suggest you do, because you'll understand what I'm talking about. It also looks like it would sound southern, you know? Penultimately in at number 2, Sinister Chica. One look at Sinister Chica and you'll understand why they're in the number 2 spot, because they're going to make you number 2 your pants. Hailing from the unfinished fan game Sinister Turmoil universe, Sinister Chica was going to be one of the antagonists of that game. All of the Sinister Turmoil animatronics are terrifying, and the fact that they are all terrifying makes them a staple on any of these lists at this point, once I discovered them in the last video. While we may have only gotten Sinister Turmoil sewers and a story demo instead of the full game, this is one of the reasons I'm happy that happened. Sorry developers, I'm not hating on you in any way, but I know for a fact that this would have made me unable to sleep for weeks. After playing FNAF VR, I already have to dive into my blanket after turning off my bedroom light, and it's a good jump, okay? This would just make me collapse. The lights would go off and I'd fall to the floor. The slightest movement of a shadow and my sheets would go from red to brown. All because I don't want them to be red with my blood, okay? I have issues. Talking to my doctor. Not really. Finally in at number 1, Havoc Chica. Do I even need to explain? Havoc Chica, aka Maria, is a Havoc animatronic that hails from the Dormitivus universe. She is the Havoc version of Chica, obviously, and is a failed attempt by the Havoc puppet to give her spirit a physical form. While having the same color scheme as Chica, the two look nothing alike, aside from a face and beak. The mask Havoc Chica wears has a good amount of damage done to it. Her right eye socket has grown in size, arcing upwards towards her feathers. The rest of her mask has small withering in a few places, mainly near her right eye socket and her forehead. She has no eyes at all, resulting in her being blind. Her jaw isn't directly connected to her head either, like Chica from FNAF 1. Instead, her jaw looks more like her withered counterpart. Her jaw has withering on the sides as well, and some towards the front. Her entire head is attached to a suitless limb segment, making her head stick out and away from her body. Like you're seeing it now. It's grotesque and nauseating to look at. And before you ask, No, it's not because I took my meds without having breakfast, although that isn't helping. The bus ride getting here was rough.
Chica might look adorable and safe, but do not be fooled. She is still a murder machine hell-bent on killing you, and not all versions of her are as friendly looking as her adorable plush version. It's actually the cutest, I'm not gonna lie. I love her plush. Especially the version with the little cupcake. Ooh! Or Toy Chica's plush. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. But today we are not here to talk about Chica's cuteness. No, we're here to talk about how terrifying she can be. Join me as we count down the top 10 scary FNAF Chica alternate versions from across the FNAF franchise. If you are a huge FNAF fan, you can also click on over here to check out our entire playlist filled with our FNAF videos for even more FNAF goodness that you can watch after this video is finished. And be sure to stick around to the end of this list where I will have some bonus content coming your way in the form of comment responses. Alright, now let's get counting. Number 10. Chica, the Silver Eyes. In the FNAF novel The Silver Eyes, Chica is one of the animatronics that appears. Here we learn of her origins. Her origin story, by the way, is of course terrifying and follows a lot of what we expect considering the lore that we have learned in the games. Chica is an animatronic who becomes haunted and possessed by the vengeful spirit of a young girl named Susie, who was attending a friend's birthday party at Freddy's when she was murdered by William Afton, disguised in an old Spring Bonnie suit. It's also suggested that it was Charlie's father who made the animatronics, not William, in the potential alternate or parallel universe from the Silver Eyes novel. Number 9. Scratched Chica. FNAF AR Special Delivery. This version of Chica is covered in scratches and scuffs. Other than that, she looks very similar to her original version, but there is something terrifying about her slightly tarnished appearance, as though she's been semi-neglected, but is still obviously in well enough functioning order to come after you and potentially kill you in anger for the neglect that she has suffered. Her jump scare is particularly terrifying in the AR mobile game. Number 8. Phantom Chica, FNAF 3. This version of Chica just looks terrifying, but the nice thing is at least she can't hurt you because she's just a ghost. She can definitely make you feel like you're going to have a heart attack though, so I don't know, does that count? Phantom Chica, like the other Phantom versions of the animatronics, appears to be burnt up with long black ash stains on her and glowing white spectral eyes. Number 7. Liberty Chica, FNAF AR Special Delivery. Liberty Chica was a skin that you could unlock around the 4th of July in FNAF AR Special Delivery this year. She is a version of Chica that looks like the Statue of Liberty. Lady Liberty herself coming to life is terrifying enough, as we saw in Ghostbusters 2, if you've watched Ghostbusters 2, and even then, she wasn't trying to hurt anyone in that movie. It was already freaky enough for me. Liberty Chica is worse than that. She also tends to be pretty stealthy and hard to hear, so it's very easy for her to sneak up on you and successfully jump scare you, which is terrifying. Number 6. Chica, FNAF 1. The original Chica obviously has to make the list for scariest versions. Although she is not an alternate and is considered the original version, she is still one of the scariest ones around. The one that first spooked us in comparison to the other versions when she jump scared us in the office, sneaking in with her "Let's Eat" bib on. Classic Chica will always remain one of the truly horrifying versions because she was simply there to scare us first, before any of these other versions showed up. Number 5. Toy Chica, FNAF 2. Toy Chica first appears in the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and while I'm sure she was intended to be designed as a fun-looking, plastic, more playable version of the original Chica model, she is actually even more terrifying. This version of Toy Chica seems to have also had all of her sharp surfaces removed, like her beak. Yeah, and let me tell you, having no beak or no nose or anything on a humanoid chicken, it's pretty freaky looking. Not only that, but her teeth are rectangular and oddly spaced, making her look even more freaky deaky Chica. And her eyes are dark and shiny, much more mysterious than the big, wide, purple pinkish eyes that we're used to seeing Chica with. Number 4. Withered Chica, FNAF 2. So many alternates just in FNAF 2 alone. If you thought like me that no beak was terrifying, wait till you catch Withered Chica sneaking up on you. Oh boy, this version of Chica has multiple jaws, a head that splits in two just so it can open its mouth even wider than should be normal, and no hands, just wires. Granted, at least this lack of hands should mean a less dexterous model for if you actually had to fight it, but what it lacks in hands, it makes up for in rows of teeth, so yeah. Number 3. Chica, FNAF VR Help Wanted. What could be more terrifying than a withered Chica? Well, how about a Chica that looks like you could just reach out and touch her? Yikes. Or more like she could just reach out and grab you. Even more frightening. With her one arm. In Help Wanted, Chica is one of the animatronics you have to fix up in parts and service. She is covered in food, and worse than that, she's filled with cockroaches. Yikes. Not only is that terrifying, but when she jump scares you or really even just moves slightly because this is VR, she proves to be one of the most horrific and nightmare-inducing versions of this character. I get scared when anything moves in VR. Even if it's a happy game, I'm scared. I'm so easily scared of things. Number 2, Nightmare Chica, FNAF 4. Of course, nightmare animatronics are always the scariest versions. Just look at all those sharp teeth. They aren't called nightmare animatronics for nothing. This version of Chica is truly the stuff of nightmares who fittingly first appeared in FNAF 4, where you play as a child trying to make it through the night by checking various points of interest in your room, where animatronics could be hiding in an attempt to avoid getting caught off guard by the nightmare animatronics who will presumably gobble you up. Or kill you in some gruesome way. Nightmare Chica has one dead white and one glowing red eye and holds a monstrous version of her cupcake on her plate. She is very tattered and her endoskeleton is visible through all the rips and tears of her exterior suit. Number 1, Jacko Chica, FNAF 4. More scary just because it is Halloween themed and also on fire. Most things are more frightening when they are on fire, and they put you at risk for also being set aflame just by being in their vicinity. Fire is scary. Jacko Chica also appears in Five Nights at Freddy's 4, but in the Halloween edition. This version is a reskin of the Nightmare Chica who is tattered with more prominent claws and is holding an evil looking pumpkin instead of her usual evil looking cupcake. She is also super tattered with a burning chest cavity and fiery orange glowing eyes. Are you scared yet?